with the very basic class 6, chapter 1, the Earth in the solar system. Although this topic is so vast and so interesting, but we will have to stick to the books. I've added some notes, some picturization so that it becomes easier for a person who is looking for basics, for class 6 students actually studying NCERT books. Let's skip. Let's start. Okay. Exploring the cosmos, the Earth in our solar system. Exploring the cosmos, the Earth in our solar system. So this is a very beautiful. So universe is actually very beautiful, and it's actually very vast, and there is so much to be discovered, and the curiosity with this topic never fades away. We will do the basics right. Um, we all have seen stars. We have all seen sun. We have all seen the very basic things are. hmm, Let's start with the universe. What is universe? Okay, this is a very basic definition we'll take. The agglomeration or the cluster of galaxies and celestial bodies in the space. So, what is universe? In space, you look out in the sky, every body that is present in the universe is a celestial body. That's why I've written the definition here. Any object in space is a celestial body. Whatever you see in space is a celestial body, be it stars, be it sun, be it galaxy, be it a planet, be it the stardust. Everything is celestial bodies. So, what is universe? It is the agglomeration, or we can say cluster, or a grouping of these celestial bodies. We'll cover galaxy now. We have to understand galaxy as well. So, galaxy is what? A system of celestial bodies such as star, planet, asteroids, meteoroids, etc., bound by gravitational force. Thus, looks like a cluster of celestial objects in space. So, every celestial body is actually bound by gravity. Gravity is the main force behind the formation of universe itself. So the galaxies are nothing but there is a gravitational pull that works in a way that these celestial bodies like stars, planets, asteroids are hold together. um its gravitational pull is very complex but still very easy to grasp. This is just a force that is keeping the stars together. Stars, planets, asteroids, meteoroids, everything together. That hold that one single conglomeration is called the galaxy. And when many means millions of galaxies are combined, it forms a universe. And we cannot gauge the universe. Universe is so beyond our human limit to gauge. We cannot measure how much it is, and it's actually under the process. But we every day we discover some new galaxies, some new planets, and we still have no clue where's the end of it. So I think celestial bodies, galaxies, and universe is clear to you. Let's go to the other topic. What are celestial bodies? This is from your book notes only. Hmm. Anything we see in sky, sun, moon, stars, we call them celestial bodies. As I explained earlier, these are natural objects that exist in our outer space. Any object in the universe, in the space, is a celestial body. Okay. Then what about stars? What about it? Okay. What makes stars a star is its heat. Stars have their own heat. That's why they glow. They glow by themselves. Actually, stars are burning gases. That's why they glow. For now, I can explain it in detail, but for the very basic, we will just understand that stars are just burning gases, and the heat is so enormous that it makes it incredibly hot. And when things are incredibly hot, you have seen iron when it is hot, it glows, right? Similarly, stars glow by their burning gas, extremely hot gases. Okay, so they glow and they create their own heat and light. Just like the iron, when it is molten in the molten form, you have seen it. It looks like just the color and the heat is just like a little sun. That is what star is. Okay, stars actually are very, very huge, very, 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 very enormous. But they look so tiny, like such a small dot in the sky. Why do? It is because of the reason they are so far away, so far away that they appear to be a dot. But if you'll travel, which is absolutely not possible, but if you'll travel closer to a star, it will appear more and more larger and larger and huge. So star looks small because of the distance. Magic of the night sky. There are two things here: why the star twinkle and why planets look steady, and then phases of moon. Okay, let's see why star twinkle. It's because it's because of, in very similar words, why star twinkles. It's because of the interference of Earth's atmosphere. There is, of course, refraction and reflection going on 24/7. So it's just creates that twinkling effect of the stars. Stars don't twinkle as we are uh, told in our bedtime stories. They don't. It's just the interference of the light with the atmosphere of the earth that makes them twinkle, makes them look like they're twinkling, but they are not actually. Okay, then why planets don't twinkle and they look steady? Because they don't have their own light, and when there is no light, there is no reflection and refraction going on. So this is one of the reason we can see the planets as steady, but stars twinkling. Then we come to the moon's phases of moons. This is also a phenomena uh, that is very deep. We'll just take it as the reflection pattern and the revolution of the moon. They change, and so does the phases of moon. Just it does not happen that the moon decreases or increases in size, but only the reflection of it changes. And what we see here is the reflected part, mostly due to the sun's light. The reflected part is seen very well. Where there is less and less reflection, we see only this much part. So the phases of moon is just reflection. You will be studying it in the science section. Okay, then Purnima is when the reflection is completely visible. So the moon is seen in full shape. And Amavasya is when there is no reflection and the moon is not seen. So the reason being revelation of moon around the earth and the reflection from sun. Next we come to stars next we come to star patterns or constellation. What is that? Now we see enormous of stars in our sky, as we have seen here. See, we see the night sky. There are so many stars there. Okay, but there are some stars so steady they form a pattern like this. See, if we connect the dots, there are patterns. There are shapes that are visible. These patterns of star the comes to known as constellation. Constellation is nothing but a group of stars forming a pattern, forming a concrete pattern. That's it. So you can see these are the some of the very famous patterns or constellations. Orion, Cygnus, Perseus, Andromeda, Scorpio. Here is Ursa Major. Ursa Major and Minor are shown here in very depth. And what you see here is Polaris. Polaris is also the northern star, North Star. It's actually called the North Star because it actually lies directly above the Earth's North Pole. So this is very important. Why it is called a North Pole, North Star, or Polaris, because it lies actually directly above Earth's North Pole. Okay. So Ursa Major, we have seen this is Ursa Major, and it is also called Big Bear, or then there is Saptarishi, or seven group of seven bright stars, and there is Ursa Minor and Polaris, and there are so many constellations in numerous constellations you can find. But for this book, we'll stick to these only. Then we come to planets. What are planets? What is solar system? Okay, we discussed stars make their own light. They are heated by their own light. They glow by their own light. But planets don't. Planets don't do have heat in their core, but that heat is not visible outside. So planets don't make their own lights. That what makes a planet a planet. They are the celestial body that don't make their own light. We have to learn this. Okay, so how they are seen? Again through reflection. We seen how moon was seen through reflection. Similarly, planets are seen through reflection from a star. When a star shines, it it reflects light on the planet or the satellite like moon, and by that they are visible. Okay. Okay, planet comes from a Greek word planetai. Planetai means wanderer. Wanderer, why they are called wanderer? Because they appear to move across the sky. Okay, this is very basic. Hmm. Okay, Earth. Earth is one of the planet. We'll see later how the planets are actually in a solar system. Moon is a satellite. What is a satellite? Very important. A satellite is any object revolving around any bigger object in this case planet. So satellite in universe will be called anything that revolves around a planet. Any celestial body that revolves around a planet is will be called satellite. So what is moon? Moon is Earth natural satellite. Natural because it's not artificial, it's not created by humans, it's already present there, and it orbits or revolves around Earth. So that is a satellite, that is our moon. Then we come to a solar system. Solar system, I show you. This is our solar system. What is a solar system? We have learned what is universe. Universe is a cluster of stars and galaxies. What is a galaxy? Galaxy is a cluster of stars. Now we just go to a single galaxy has millions and millions of stars, but there is one star. We take a single star, and there is a system. There is a gravitational system that holds the planets around it together in a revolving circular system. This is it. This is solar system. When a sun has a gravitational pull so strong that many planets, mm, other asteroids, meteoroids, or other celestial objects revolve around it in a definite pattern, that is a solar system. Our solar system is this. One unique solar system is that we have a sun, it has a gravitational pull, and these are the planets held together revolving around it. Some other objects like meteoroids and asteroids also revolve around it in a fixed pattern. So I guess our solar system is clear to you. So there is not only one solar system, there are millions and millions of stars, and millions of stars have their own gravitational pull, and that gravitational pull contributes to many millions of planets revolving around it. So our solar system is one of them, not only solar system. There are millions of galaxies, and each galaxy have millions of stars, and each star have a solar system. Okay, so we'll see how many planets are there, how many other things are there like satellites, asteroids, meteoroids. We'll discuss meteoroids and asteroids very later at the end of the series. but we'll concentrate on the sun, planets, and satellite. Okay, solar system. I told you our solar system this has sun, then 8 planets, Mercury to Neptune. These are the planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Uranus, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay, Pluto is also there, but it is and Neptune is also there. Pluto is also there, but it is currently not categorized as um a planet, so we will not call it a planet. It's in the list of planets which is not covered in this chapter, so we will not cover it. Okay, there is a code for it to remember all the planets in a series. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. My Mercury, very Venus, efficient Earth, Mother Mars, just Jupiter, served Saturn as Uranus, nuts is Neptune. So if you want to remember sequence from the sun, distance from the sun to the from the nearest planet to the farthest planet, that is it. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. Okay. Now we come to Earth. What is Earth? Our blue home, Earth. What makes Earth unique in our solar system? Um, we are just lucky here. We will say that in our Earth, we are human beings here living. We have the best um, geographical or astronomical advantage here. That's why we are living here. So we see here there is Sun, there's Mercury, Venus, and Mars. They are very close to, this Venus and Mercury are very close to the Sun, so they are actually in the impact of the heat of the Sun, so they are very dry. Mars is also a dry planet and does not have the atmosphere to sustain life for now, at least. Uranus, Jupiter, Neptune are very farther from the sun, so they don't have enough heat or the proper atmosphere. Um, and also they are the gaseous planet, so they don't have the atmosphere to habitate a civilization. Only Earth is one of the planet in the solar system which has unique distance, not very farther, not very close, so to maintain a temperature that assists atmosphere, proper light, proper heat, proper temperature to maintain life. That's why Earth is uniquely blue because of the water, and unique because of its position from the sun, adequate position from the ideal position from the sun. Okay, so what makes Earth unique? First is it is geode shape. Those who don't know, geode shape is not circular shape, but it's flattened at the poles. So there is you can say a bulge at the equator sides, at the middle, and flattened at the poles. There it is flattened in the poles. It's a shape which is called geode or geoid. So what makes Earth unique is water, presence of water, as we discussed that its unique distance from the sun makes it able to produce atmosphere that is able to sustain water in liquid form. That is very important for life to get sustained. Then air and oxygen. Again, the atmosphere supports formation of air and oxygen. Not only support it, but actually make it sustain there in the atmosphere. Then perfect temperature, not very hot, not very cold. Okay. Blue, it looks blue from the space because of the presence of liquid water. Then as companion is the moon, the satellite. We discussed satellite is something that revolves around a bigger object, that is planet in our case. So this is moon, this has no atmosphere, this has no water, this has no life. Okay, silent, airless, no water, no life. It is what does it have? Some mountains, some flat plains, craters because of the impact of other celestial bodies such as asteroids and meteoroids. That's it. That is moon. It revolves around the earth, and you have seen moon, of course. Then it's about embarking humanity's history onto the moon. July 21,